You could see how big this chunk of roof is, how it was just easily lifted up and thrown across the street. But what's really interesting about this, James, I'm gonna have you pan over here as well. All the log piles, these are completely loose, untouched, absolutely untouched. Nothing here is out of place. But next to it, the entire building is off its foundation. This splintered telephone pole over here, you can see it's bent over, and actually right now, if this is a power line, this is definitely live because you can see power's on throughout the street. Look at this. It looks like the siding of a building, parts of a fence. This actually looks like part of a fence that could have been over at that building that was a block and a half away. This sign with these two huge metal poles is twisted 90 degrees. And you can see more signs of that damage of this fence. But this was the real indicator that we were looking at, that there was probably a tornado in this area. You can see these two poles are normally straight. And as they go up, they twist, they twist, they twist, and the sign is parallel to the street now. You can see the telephone poles are either laid straight across the road, some are on an angle, some are broken in half. It's just extensive damage, and this is just the beginning of it. And you can see as we get closer here, there is some serious damage to the roof up here. This tin roof completely ripped off. They told me one person was in here. He's very shaken up, but he is okay. Now it looks like a store building, or at least what's left of a store building. This is about half of it. You can see how the front part is kind of off of its base, and then as we walk through here, I'm gonna have James watch his step here because there's broken glass from the windows. And you can see as the frame starts to pull out and the roof starts to drop off. When you look at the way the power lines have fallen, all of them are falling in different ways. You see a couple who are just straight down right here. You see this one right over me, which is bent over with metal wrapped around the crossbar over there. But talking to neighbors, they say it is all part of living in Oklahoma is what they told me. And they say they're gonna band together and clean up and do everything that they can to get back on their feet. But for now, for photojournalist James Gray, I'm Chris DiMaria.